Hi friends, it's Carlos Hernandez, Coldwell Banker Realty, the Hernandez Group. Can you believe it? It's March 2023 and the year is just going by like that. This is your latest Orange County housing report. So it's really interesting what we're starting to see right now. And we've talked about this, and I feel like a broken record when I talk about interest rates, right? It's like interest rates, interest rates. So this is what we're starting to see. So May of last year is when we're starting to see that increase. And the height that we had last year in interest rates was in November. Interest rates were around 7%. And since then, we saw interest rates go down lower, low as 6%, 6.25%, 6.5%. And today we're at 6.875%. Now, I think that interest rates are going to continue to go up just a little bit here. And the reason that I say that is we continue to talk about how the Fed is doing everything they can to try and fight inflation. So there's some recent economic reports that came out that were positive. And because of that, they need to slow down the economy a little bit here. So that's directly going to have an effect on interest rates. So we're suspected to see interest rates probably reach sevens again, and hopefully by summer, knock on wood, maybe we're in the 5.5%, and that's all a prediction here based on what happens in our economy. Obviously, as the economy slows down, that would allow for interest rates to come down as well. But as long as they're starting to see the economy cooking here, the Fed's not going to be too excited about having these interest rates lowered. So what that does, obviously, with the higher interest rates is it puts buyers and sellers, both of them, on the sidelines. So what I mean by that is we talked about sellers before kind of having this hunkering down method or the golden handcuffs, right? They're enjoying their interest rate. There's not a lot of motivation for them to enter the market. They sell their house at a great price, but then they're entering the market and they're met with a higher interest rate, higher payment, etc. So what we're seeing right now is that a lot of buyers did enter the market because interest rates came down under that 7%. And it really paid a path for more affordability. And at the same time, we saw prices come down as well. Now, the interesting thing that we like to talk about is affordability, right? When it comes to a buyer. And so let's just put it into perspective of what that actually means. So if a buyer's desired payment is $4,000 a month and they're putting 10% down, I just want to demonstrate to you on how much affordability changes. So if you're at a 7% interest rate, 10% down, wanting to have a $4,000 payment, you're going to be looking at a house of about $667,000. Now, if you change that rate to just 6%, you actually could go up as far as your search is concerned, up to $741,000, and you would still be at that $4,000 payment. Now, to put this into what it was last year, right? So if we talk about March of 2022, when interest rates were 3.25%, if you wanted to have that $4,000 payment, you could afford about $1,025,000. That would be your purchase price. So you could see that there's been a significant change as far as affordability goes. So the prediction here is that as interest rates continue to go up, we're going to see lower demand. But at the same time, the counterbalance that we're seeing right now is a lot of sellers aren't entering the market, which leads to what our market absorption rate right now is. Our market absorption rate is 45 days on the market, and that's for all of Orange County. That's lower than the 3-year average. So 2017, 2018, and 2019, the 3-year average is 63 days. So you got to say, gosh, well, isn't interest rates going to weigh heavily on pricing? Yes, to some degree. But at the same time, inventory is not coming on the market because of what we talked about. So really what that's doing is because of the muted demand, pricing is still relatively strong and moving very quickly here because of the limited inventory. So it's not because of record-breaking demand. It's really just because a few homeowners are coming on the market. So what I want to share with you is this, and I've seen this personally with some of the buyers and sellers that I'm working with right now. Why is it a great opportunity for a seller to enter the market right now? Well, you could get a great price for your house, okay? And you could get a slight discount from the home you're purchasing versus what prices were last year. So for me, instead of just looking at your payment, let's look at the principal. So you're going to get into the house that you want, and at the same time, you're going to owe less on that property. Yes, your payment is going to be higher, but let's talk about interest rates going back to 5.5% or even 5%. At a refinance down the line, that's certainly going to make sense. Now, at the same time, these interest rates are paving a path for buyers to enter the market, just because there's so many other things that sellers are willing to do to cooperate with these buyers as well. We talked about buy downs, 3-2-1 buy downs, 2-1 buy downs, a number of things. So the market right now is definitely still a market that I would be entering if I was in the market to purchase a home. As a matter of fact, I'm looking for some investment property. So it's just one of those things that I want to share with you, that the function of the market, it's like that old saying, right? Don't wait to buy